Alright guys, today we're going to talk about a very specific frame that I have here, and this is a Rockstar Quads FK-R5. These frames are built, designed, cut here in San Diego. It's by just the local racers here, and it's become super popular. I think I was talking to Rudy yesterday, and he told me they've done like 7 batches so far, and at 25 frames a piece or so. So that's a couple hundred frames sold already. I built one, and I liked it so much that I started working on another one, and that one's gonna get updated to what this is gonna be as well. Basically, it's got 4 separate arms that interlock for stiffness, and then it's a sandwich plate. So it has a plate in the bottom, and then a plate on top to sandwich it all together to make it stiffer. That top plate of the sandwich has a bit of like a box where you can actually fit stuff down there, which allows you to have more space to put like a receiver. So this one, I've been kind of thinking of how I'm gonna put it together, and it's set at 50 millimeters, and it has a 4-in-1 ESC, and it has a separate FC. So it's pretty cool that you can actually get so much in there and at only 50 mil, and I know I'm gonna be able to put the receiver down at the bottom, and then likely the VTX at the front here. And because the camera is so separate out in front of it in this pod, it just allows you a lot more space. These things were basically born in parking lots. We all fly over concrete and asphalt here in San Diego. Not only did it have to be strong and durable, immediately the TPU corners were designed for it so that it could withstand a lot more sessions than just bare carbon. Normally when you buy them from Pyroflip and Heli Nation, I don't know if they come with these, but you can always order them from Rockstarkwads directly. Let me close that door. Hold on, I'll be back. The first one I built, this is actually, this didn't exist at the time when I built this one. This is a Win 5 mount by Brain 3D, and it fit perfectly on top. But it also means it's so far back that you gotta run a bottom mount battery, and I normally prefer top mount. This is supposed to be a powerhouse build. I normally fly really lightweight stuff like 2204, 2205, but small batteries, 4-inch, lightweight 5 inches. So I wanted to build something to carry a GoPro, something strong, something close to a freestyle weight perhaps, but racer. It has some very strong motors. These are 2207, 2580 kV by Multicopter Builders. And it's super strong. These are not the props I fly with it. I was just testing those. I normally fly the 4.8 V1S. Actually, even with this setup and these motors, I kind of have a hard time doing 2 minutes on one battery. So I've moved up from 1300 to 1500 for this guy. Soon, this setup is going to look like that because I'm going to convert it over. At one point, these guys figured out how to do, you know what? We're going to do a toilet tank mount for the battery sideways. They created this pod to move the GoPro forward and allows you to carry all the weight on top, which is great for all the guys that are used to how a freestyle quad maneuvers. Most of us prefer battery on top, at least the guys that came from a freestyle background. So this is very exciting. I'm super stoked to finish this one out and then kind of convert that one to this, so that I have 2 equal quads, so I have a backup when I'm racing. So yeah, this is a great idea. I'm probably gonna have to do I'm probably gonna have to run a 1500 in there, but depends on the motors. I might put some slightly smaller motors on this. Let's see what else I can tell you. Oh, yeah, it comes with all steel hardware, which I put some aluminum stuff on that one. This guy is not light by any means, but right now, this alone, you gotta take out like the 25 grams of the GoPro mount. It's 335 grams. So you could say it would be around 300 grams if you put a lighter antenna on it and take this thing off. But as soon as you add a battery and add a GoPro, we're looking at 565 grams, which is kind of heavy for a racing frame, but it can be built very light. You could potentially, with 2205s or even light 2206s, you should be able to be around, without a GoPro, 280, 270 grams dry. But even with this weight, the clip that I'm gonna put after this was done with this exact setup, actually a heavier battery because I used a 1500 on it. The frame is super strong. The very first batch, a couple of guys broke arms on it. They kind of added more meat around the corners. They just made them rounder, added more meat around here. So it made them stronger. They are definitely stronger than the floss arms. The entire frame will resist crashes a lot better than a floss. The arms aren't as narrow as a floss arms. I think it'll be better to have a 4-in-1, just wires on it, You can see that a regular size ESC like a SpeedX fits on the arms just fine. So it's perfectly fine to run separate ESCs if you so prefer. Go check them out. Pyroflip is selling them. Heli Nation has them on pre-order right now, and then of course you can get them from Rockstarkwads, and who knows, by the time you watch this video you might be able to get them from more places. So now watch the video. This track is a combination of short technical areas, over-unders, gate, left, right turns. It is not a big track, not small, so it's kind of average. High consequences. If you hit a tree, you're gonna break it. But it'll give you an idea of how well it actually flies. And that is actually this exact guy here with a 1500 GoPro and 4.8 V1S props.